Hey, Laura. Is Dad's funeral over now? What? Is this my sister? What do you want? What kind of attitude is that? You should speak to your big sister with more respect. I don't think so. I haven't even thought of you as my sister for years now. Who the hell doesn't even show up to their own dad's funeral? Well, he did disown me, didn't he? It's hardly my fault I can't show my face at the house anymore. Oh yeah, that's right. He did. Because you're a thieving piece of trash who stole $80,000 of the family's money a year ago. Just so you could run away with some weirdo lowlife guy. I didn't steal anything. Don't say such awful things. All I did was borrow the money me and my boyfriend needed to live together. I mean, it's not like I ever planned on giving it back, though. Surely you're not going to pretend you struggled just because you lost a little pocket change? Dad was rich after all. You know that's not the point. Behold, the thought process of a true scumbag. I don't understand you at all. Yeah, anyways, more importantly, is Dad's funeral over now? It was today, wasn't it? Yes, it was. We saw him off peacefully this afternoon. But why are you asking? Dad's funeral has nothing to do with you. If the funeral's over, I should be able to collect my inheritance now. What? No way. Are you planning on taking Dad's inheritance? Obviously. I'm the eldest daughter. Don't be so ridiculous. Not only did you run off with $80,000 of the family's money, but you weren't there when Dad was admitted to the hospital, or when his condition worsened. You didn't show up to the wake, and you weren't even at the funeral. You didn't show your face even once. To think that you're only interested in the inheritance. Can't you just stop being a selfish moron for just once in your life? You're not getting a single penny of Dad's money. Ha! Who's the idiot? Let me make this crystal clear. The ones who won't be getting a single penny of Dad's inheritance are you and Mom. What? What do you mean? I have Dad's will. It says very clearly, I bequeath all of my property, assets, and money to my eldest daughter, Kaylee. What? You have Dad's will? It says that? Why would he give his entire inheritance to you? No, it has to be a fake. Sucks to be you, sis. It's the real deal. He wrote it 3 years ago. God, you have no idea how long I had to play the part of the perfect daughter to make absolutely sure I'd get everything in the inheritance. I made him think I was going to look after you and Mom when he was gone. He was so convinced that he agreed to give me the house. That's why he wrote me this will. You're horrible. You mean you tricked Dad? That's fraud, plain and simple. You can call it whatever you like. Anyways, the fact of the matter is that I have the will, and that's what it says. Which means I'll be taking everything. As for the family home, I'll be taking the house itself and the land it's built on. Oh, and of course, I'll be selling it straight away. I mean, why the hell would I want a rickety old house in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, it goes without saying, but make sure you and Mom hurry up and get out. I'd be so upset if you ended up homeless. What? You're just gonna sell the family home? Even though me and Mom are still living here? Sheesh, sis, of course I am. God, try and see things from my perspective. If I sell it, I get more money. The house, the land, the furniture. Heck, I'll even sell the dog. If it didn't die already, that is. Surely, you wouldn't do this to us. Dad's barely gone 5 minutes, and you're gonna kick us out of the family home? This is wrong. Aw, Diddums, I'm so sorry. It's what's written in the will, so it's out of my hands. Look, I'm so kind, that I'm willing to wait until you find somewhere else to live. I amaze myself. You just don't find people as generous as me. Just kicking me out would be one thing. But to think you'd kick your mother out of her own house. You're the worst. You pathetic, low-life piece of trash. No, you guys are just stupid. Anyways, for the time being, make sure you transfer all the money in the house right now into my bank account, okay? I knew I was going to be getting the inheritance, so I went on a shopping spree and bought tons of brand clothing. Oopsie. I may have bought myself a luxury foreign sports car, too. And of course, me and my boyfriend will be going on a holiday abroad, so we really need this money pronto. Oh, and I'll take you to court if you try and keep it from me. Toodles! So the money still hasn't gone into my account? Me and my boyfriend have our holiday tomorrow, you know. Would you hurry up and transfer it to me already? I'm not transferring you anything. We have no money to give you. What? Okay, I know you. You can't stand the thought of me taking the house and money. But do you seriously plan on fighting me over this? You need to understand something. The only reason you're currently living in my house is because I'm very kindly allowing you to. Because it's my property. If I decided to, I could have you both stripped of all your possessions and begging for food on the streets in a heartbeat. If you don't want that to happen, I suggest you be a good girl and do what I say. No matter what you say, me and Mom won't be leaving the house. You won't be getting any of Dad's money either. You really are a pig-headed dimwit. Cut the crap and give me the money. Like I told you, Dad's inheritance is all mine. Ugh. There's nothing in the inheritance for you. What? What are you even saying? I have Dad's will right here. Actually, Dad's will just came. His most recent, updated one. What? Dad's lawyer came over yesterday. He was originally supposed to come on the day of the funeral, but apparently there were some delays due to a mistake. So, he brought Dad's will with him yesterday. His new one. The one he wrote 2 months ago. He wrote it while he was still in the hospital and left it with his lawyer. Huh? What? All I'm hearing is nonsense. Come on. What's written in the most recent will is always prioritized, which means yours is nothing but a useless piece of paper. What's written in the new one is basically in accordance with inheritance law. Mom will be getting the house and the land it's built on, accounting for about half of the overall inheritance. I'll get the remaining half in cash. What? Where's mine? You're not getting anything. Seems like Dad counted the money you took from the house back then as your share. A kind of living inheritance, because it says that your portion got canceled out. What? That's a thing? You mean I'm not getting a single penny? This can't be. What about my legal right share? Just because I might not be written in the will doesn't mean I can't claim my legal share, surely. That portion's rightfully mine. Wow, you actually know about the legal right share? Someone's been doing the research. I'm actually surprised. But unfortunately for you, you're not entitled to that either. What? Why? Because any money received up to a year before the death is considered living inheritance and nullifies eligibility to the legal right share. Basically, the money you took was originally intended to be inherited by all of us as part of the will. It still hasn't been a year since you stole all that money from the house, has it? Now, the amount of money you made off with was greater than that you were set to inherit. Accordingly, you're not entitled to claim for legal right share. In fact, I am. What? I don't understand. Oh, sorry. You don't get it? I'll make it so simple that a monkey could understand. You currently have the money, that I was supposed to inherit. Therefore, I'm legally entitled to claim it back in court. According to my calculations, you owe me just over $15,000. What? I have to pay? $15,000? You really think I've got that kind of money? I can't possibly pay that. I know that. Since it's you, I'm fully aware you probably already wasted every penny of the money you ran off with. Which is why, if you respect what's written in Dad's new will, I'm willing to be kind enough not to take you to court. On the condition that you not only give up on the inheritance, but also never contact or come near us again. If you do that, I'll give up on the $15,000. Think of it as payment for getting the hell out of our lives. So, how does that sound? It sounds crazy. It's all wrong. The reason I bought so much branded clothing was because I thought I was going to get Dad's inheritance. Oh, not just that, but a luxury sports car too. What am I meant to do now? Me and my boyfriend are supposed to go abroad tomorrow. If I don't get any money, I'll be completely screwed. I simply don't agree. Why should the will I have be invalidated just because you got a new one? You might not agree, but what are you gonna do? Take me to court? If you insist on trying to claim your legal right share no matter what, I'm happy to take you to court myself. I'm ready to lawyer up and wage a total war on you, sis. And when I win, you'll also be paying my legal fees. But you're the only one set to gain in either case. This isn't fair. I'm the eldest daughter, your big sister. How dare you act with such insolence toward me? Unfair and insolent is fine by me. This wouldn't have happened in the first place if you didn't run off with Dad's money without considering the consequences. If you hadn't gone splurging on things you couldn't afford with money that wasn't supposed to be yours yet, you wouldn't be in this mess. You only have yourself to blame. But what am I supposed to do about all this debt? I borrowed nearly $80,000 because I thought the inheritance was going to show up in my account any day now. What are you saying I should do about that? Beats me. It's not my debt. I have no obligation to pay it off for you. You got into debt by yourself, so get out of it yourself. This seriously can't be happening. I can't be up to my ears in debt. This isn't who I am. Ugh, it wasn't supposed to be like this. So, what are you gonna do? 1. Give up on the inheritance and never have anything to do with us again. Or 2. Hedge your bets on a legal battle you have zero hope of winning. Either way is fine by me. Oh, damn you! Fine. I don't need the inheritance. I'll never set foot in the house again after this. You'll never see me again. I mean it. Happy now? Yes. Perfect. We'll be dealing with the paperwork and procedures on our end. So make sure you really do never come back to the house again. And make sure you really don't give us any more hassle over the money. Is that clear? You money grubber. You swindler. I'll never forgive you for this. Money grubber? Swindler? Was that a self-introduction? Nothing a debt-ridden thief has to say could possibly faze me. Ugh! Just shut up! I hate you! Yeah, I hate you too. Anyways, good luck paying off all that debt. I did get into a serious panic when I heard that my sister had Dad's will. But thankfully, since my dad had the foresight to make the necessary amendments before he passed away, her threats never amounted to anything. When my sister had to cancel the trip abroad with her boyfriend at the last minute, things turned hostile between them, and eventually, the relationship fell apart. She was left with nothing but a mountain of debt. She sold off the car and all the branded goods she had bought in anticipation of the inheritance to cover the debt repayments. But it wasn't enough, and I heard that after getting into even more debt with some shady black market lenders, she's now working at a bathhouse to make ends meet. Me and Mom are healing from the sadness of losing Dad together, and we have begun slowly returning to our normal lives. Now, we don't have a care in the world, and we're taking good care of the family home that Dad left us.